could take you beyond the veil of what we might know. Your mind can tell the secrets behind the veil. Something new we could help teach you. Something new beyond the veil.
Hi, I'm Ty.
And hello, folks. I'm Jacob Smith, otherwise known as Jacob, and we're here for another exciting episode of Beyond the Veil. We're going to be talking about fairies, pixies, and sprites today, otherwise known as the Fae. And you viewers want to get in the comments and, drop a comment or have a question or a remark, we'd love to hear from you. And so let's start our show. I think we got a few. Clips we're going to show for you guys of different things we can discuss, and you know stuff about the fairies, the Fae. Tinkerbell, Tank, Captain Hook, and all those guys. They knew her, and Celtic and pagan folklore. There are many legends and much lore about sprites, pixies, and fairies. So they must be true to some degree. We'll see, guys, what you guys think today.
That we will. My mind is still going like all over the fucking place right now.
I hear you. We didn't take much time to uh, get prepared for today's episode, but that's okay. We'll wing it. We're good at that.
Hey,
Hi,
Sunray, how are you
Sunray.
doing?
So glad to see you in the comments. Make sure you're sharing this out, obviously. And I know you got some good stuff to say about the Fae. So, enlighten us with your knowledge. Because me and Ty are kind of lost for real for today's episode. I don't know much about them. I think we're going to watch some clips, though.
And Ty did some stuff before the show. Well, when he started his day, that he probably shouldn't have. It's just made for a mess of everything.
We'll be all
The
right, Ty. We'll be
I
all
hope.
right.
I hope. I mean, I guess we could just start with this clip.
Yeah, let's start with a clip.
Oh, what was I doing? This. We'll do one of these.
Not cute little fairies.
Can you hear that?
A lot of people know
I
this.
sure
And
can.
because of a recent movie that just came out, people are really looking into what are the Fae. I'm going to tell you. We're going to talk a little bit about their origin, appearance, behavior, and the darker aspects of the Fae, because they can be malevolent, mischievous, just to name a couple of things. The concept of the Fae varies across different cultures, but specifically in Celtic beliefs, we've got pixies, elves, leprechauns. These are all Fae. Although a lot of people think of Fae as little fairies that are human-like in appearance with little wings, that's not often what they look like. They definitely could look like that. There's a lot of different appearances that they could have. Some of them are human-sized. Some of them are beautiful and alluring, and some of them are downright terrifying. Now, there could definitely be some benevolent fae out there, but typically the fae can be mischievous, malevolent, or neither, somewhere in between, just like humans. The benevolent ones might very well bestow gifts or grant wishes, but always be very careful when accepting a gift from the fae or accepting a wish granted, because there's usually a catch. The fae live in nature, in trees, in lakes, in oceans, in bodies of water, in swamps, in meadows. But there's also this concept that they have their own realm or own dimension. Some might call this the other world or the land of fae,
Jordy,
or Brian Fruit calls it
I'm gonna
fairy.
have
One thing
you
about the fae
tell
is you
your
do
story
not
about the
want to
leprechaun
offend them.
thing
If you
one day.
offend them, they're coming for you. They will retaliate. Some people leave offerings for them, like food or small gifts. This is to appease
Hey, it
them
looks like
and
a
kind of
squirrel.
keep them at bay. Carrying iron on you, wearing your clothes inside out, or using salt are some of the methods that are said to protect you from the fae. The fae have been modernized, with their whimsical and magical natures really being emphasized, while their darker aspects are oftentimes downplayed. One of the most famous darker aspects of the fae are changelings. The fae would find a newborn baby or just a human baby and exchange it for one of their offspring. The offspring would often be sickly and not thrive. There's also been rumors that the human that they would take, they would force into slavery and labor. The fae are also known for abducting humans and taking them to the fairy realm in general, not just babies. Because time passes differently in fairy, people might not realize. They would think they've only been gone for a few minutes, a few hours, a couple of days, when in reality, they've been gone for much longer. They could even return to our world and find that centuries have passed, even though, again, they thought that they were only with the fae for a few days. The fae are notorious for being mischievous, but not just mischievous, playful pranks, sometimes downright cruel pranks. The less serious might be causing food to spoil or causing milk to go sour. The more serious being leading travelers to be hopelessly lost and leading people into dangerous situations, leading them into bogs or swamps where they could drown. The fae have also been known to cause curses or cast illness upon others. There's something called the fairy stroke or the elf stroke, which was a sudden paralysis deemed to be caused by the fae. Fairy rings, which look like this, a circle of mushrooms, were thought to be, or are thought to be, where fairies would dance. Entering one yourself could cause you to be cursed, or you could be forced to dance, resulting in exhaustion or even death. Which really reminds me of the town that danced itself to death. Could the fae have been at fault there? I did a video on the town that danced itself to death, so definitely go watch that if you haven't seen it. The fae are also super powerful. They can enchant the mind, cause you to fall in love. They also have incredible powers. They could cause you to lose your memories, forget your past, or act against your own will. There are tales of people who were lured into the world of fairy who lost their sense of reality. The fae are very protective over their space. You do not want to go venture into their territory without having your wits about you. Disturbing a fairy mound, a fairy ring, or a sacred tree could definitely bring upon their wrath. Beyond the list of things that I said they already can do that are quite cruel, they could blight farmers' crops, have their livestock sickened, or just afflict bad luck upon someone. Entering into a bargain or deal or accepting gifts from the fae can be extremely risky. The fae are known to twist words or find loopholes that will change things to their advantage. When making a deal with the fae, you are probably getting a pretty shitty end of the deal, and promises to the fae have to be kept. Otherwise, they will come for you and it's not going to be nice. If you want more information on how to protect yourself from the fae, follow, because I will be posting another video that goes more into depth on that. And I also wanted to post the importance of
That's some pretty interesting stuff. What do you think, Tyler?
It's really interesting. I believe I've actually caught a fae before in a tree stump that I took a picture of. You can literally see a face in the stump.
That's cool. That's cool. There was a couple clips that I saw when I was doing some research where they like took pictures and was literally, it would just look like leaves and stuff like that until they would like circle the little area and like zoom in and be like, you know, and those didn't seem real like CGI to me. It's something that you almost had seemed like you had to use your imagination to see, but you know, if
Yeah,
if they're part of the realm that Bigfoot and stuff is in, also, then then maybe they're not completely part of the third density, so they can phase in and out and things like that.
it was really interesting to hear what she had to say about all of it.
Very much so. Kyle
I did.
Toe says, he says, I know about monkey paw tactics. Faye are like Jen in that way. Tell us about it, Kyle, tell us about what you mean. What were you going to say, though, Tyler?
I don't remember. Oh, I never knew that they could cause like actual goods like milk and whatnot to spoil or go bad.
Yeah, that's something new that I heard just recently as well.
I never knew that until now. That
All
that,
very,
that was
very
that was
interesting
pretty
stuff.
interesting.
Yeah. Where do you think they would most likely live around your area? Do you got a cool area with woods and stuff where you think you could go find some fairies?
3/4 of Michigan is woods, dog.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I don't know. I've never really gone out and tried looking. I'm pretty sure you could find some crazy stuff.
We used to live out in the woods in Athens, Ohio. I spent a lot of time in the woods playing and stuff as a kid. So I think that's part of why I get my interest for this kind of thing so much.
I
I've
mean,
always wanted to see
ev-
things like that.
everyone's got their own interests. Yours might be like the woods and the fae and stuff. Mine's outer space, astrology, the aliens, and all that.
Oh, I
Everyone's
love all that stuff. I love all that stuff.
every every everyone's got their niche that they just love.
For sure, for sure.
Seeing fae is like seeing patterns on a painted wall. You have to be looking on purpose.
Right. That's yeah.
I've heard that before. Like you specific, if you want to find them, you have to specifically be looking for them. You
Yes.
don't just stumble upon them.
Yes. Yes. Those pictures I was trying to explain a little bit ago is that's exactly what they were like. You could definitely tell what the person was talking about when they would circle the little area and be like, "Oh, this is."
I
But
wish I had the photo of. I'll have to see if I can find it that I had captured of the face in the tree stump. I don't ever remember if I uploaded it to social media or if that just got lost in my Google Photos that I don't have access to. While you talk, I'm gonna do some looking, see if I can find it.
okay. My brother's also got a cool story about a time where he saw a leprechaun looking thing. I'm gonna try to get him brave enough to maybe come on the show and tell his story one day.
What do you mean? You're talking to one right now.
But like a little thing, like a mystical looking thing.
Stay away from my Lucky Charms.
Yeah. Says Jen will make a deal. I can't read the whole thing because there's something over top of it. What does that say?
It says Jin will make a deal and try to twist it however they can. They are Middle Eastern myths. The genie is a term
Term is
derived from
derived
it.
from Jen.
Yeah.
Yes, I did know that. I did know that. You seem very knowledgeable, Kyle. I like your comments, brother. So yeah, fairies and stuff. Do you think you believe? Tyler, would you like to believe in fairies? Do you think they're real, or do you think it's a mythical thing?
I believe in all mythical things because that yes, they might be stories, but at one point in time, there was something that people experienced
I would have to
to
agree
be
with
able
you
to
on that.
tell these kinds of stories. Yes, they might be twisted in some sort, where they're very skew of the truth, but the truth is still there due to the fact that the story had to come from somewhere.
Very much so. Very
Right?
much.
It's someone just didn't one day be like, "Oh, you know what? This would make a great story that's going to be told for thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years."
I agree. I agree.
I mean,
Which is
some
why I
novel.
believe in dragons and unicorns and all of that crazy stuff.
Come on, you're telling me we have a whale that's a unicorn, a narwhal, but that we don't have a horse that's got a horn on it, but we have a whale that has a horn? Come on,
Right. Very
be
plausible.
be real. We had them at one point. There's a reason they're extinct.
Let's show another clip. What do you think, Ty? You got one loaded up for us?
No, I'm looking for this photo. I'm digging deep in the archives of one of my old Facebooks that I've not been on in years because we're talking about it, and now that we're talking about it, it really makes sense, and I want your guys' opinion on it, but I wasn't prepared for something like this.
What's that? What are we getting opinions on?
The photo of this stump that I have, if I can find it, of the face.
Oh, I would love to see that.
I just don't know how far back I've got to go in these archives. Right here. Right here. I got it. I fucking found it. Oops. Here and here. Oh, I'm sharing the wrong thing. Haha. 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 Right here.
Oh, I
And
see
then
it immediately.
and
Yeah.
and the face is right here.
Yeah. Immediately I see it. That's crazy. And see, to look at this picture and know that you took it and it wasn't doctored and stuff really makes me want to believe a lot of the other pictures I've taken that looks like, or I've seen taken that looks like things like this, that I've wondered if it was doctored or something to be, you know?
So I took this photo at my best friend's house. His backyard was like a big open field, and this tree was specifically in his neighbor's yard. Well, we had got a lot of rain, and I just thought it looked cool because I have another photo right here that I took. I just thought it was cool how it's mirrored in
Mhm.
the mirrored reflection. Then I took this one, and immediately after I took it, I was like, "Bro, do you see the fucking face in this photo?"
Right.
Tripping the fuck out. Tripping. But now that we're on this topic, I do believe I might have captured a fade right there.
Just maybe. Just maybe.
And you said you wanted another clip. Oh shit. Hmm. I guess we'll do this one.
All right.
Part fairy. Long ago, the humans and the fairies interacted in a natural way. The humans found certain spots, which we now know are mineral deposits or other sacred places, where they would find contact from other realms. They would see lights, different beings, and occasionally beings would come out of these portals and come to the realm of humans, and vice versa as well. So this is recorded in about every ancient mythology, including the mysteries of the Hawaiian Islands, the Welsh Mabinogion, and the Norse sagas. And so for a long time, humans and fairies peacefully coexisted. And in that peaceful coexistence, there were many marriages, like the one between Pwyll, the prince of Dwafed, and Rhiannon, the goddess of fairy that he wins by helping the Lord of Death. And then because the fairies live in a realm of magic and mystery, all the children of their bloodline end up incredibly blessed and powerful. So if you're seeing this video and you've been attracted to the fae or the fairies and you don't know why, it's highly likely that you have a fairy ancestor and you haven't even known it. So if you want to learn to connect more deeply with fairy forces, all you have to do is give more of your attention to nature. And then the forces of nature will work not only to support you in any of your manifestations, but you'll also begin to access your own natural form of magic. And as you do that, you can actually realize that this is how the ancient mystery traditions were birthed. Because the truth of everything is that there are different currents that run throughout time. And with your intention, you can tap into whatever current you desire. So the fairy current is one with a lot more magic, mystery, and creativity than most of the currents that currently exist on the earth. So when you realize that this flow of energy and information is actually inside you, then you can activate and receive all of the unique blessings that are meant for you instead of just trying to fit into some sort of weird matrix mask. Because I know if you made it to the end of this video, you're looking for something better than the modern day. And all you have to do is realize that it starts within you. And then you'll see it all the way out there. So comment current.
I liked that one. I liked it a lot.
Uh, that's interesting.
What do you think about that? Do you think maybe that's why we're having this show today? We're tapping into something.
Possibly that is a long message. Holy hell.
It sure is. It sure is.
I believe in mythical things. For example, the unicorn beast could be someone encountering a rhino and not then telling other Europeans about a horse with a horn. Not far fetched. A
A
theory.
theory. Considering Caesar collected animals when Rome was a thing. Other things, though, I think are 100% real. Not misunderstandings of what they saw. Sasquatch sightings could be as simple as Gigantopithecus following Asians to America, along the same way they say natives got here. The Asia Alaska land bridge thousands of years ago, kind of thing. Humans did so. Why can't they? Keep in mind, Gigantopithecus was found a lot in Asia. So that's my Sasquatch theory. Love it, Kyle. Love it. That's good. I like that a lot. You should talk to my ex father in law. He loves Sasquatch. He'll sit and talk with you about Sasquatch all day long. Jordy, will you hook me up a extension cord with a plug in, please? I need to plug in my phone like immediately. I didn't realize how dead it was.
Please don't let me lose you.
I got 15%, and my brother's on it. He's the best guy in the world. I'll be plugged in no time. So yeah, fairies and the fae and all that stuff. They're out there. They're part of the world. I do believe. There was an old picture that I saw that was like a black and white picture. It was taken a long, long time ago. Uh, that was of some fairies. That was one of the most convincing things that I've seen. I looked for it. a lot today, but I could not find it. I wanted to have it as for part of the show, but
That's up to you if you want to come on. I'm not saying you have to, but I'm not saying you can't.
if you have some good things to say, Heaven, please by all means join the chat. We got about 6 minutes till commercial break.
Yeah, we're not going to do a 2-hour episode tonight. I don't think I'm going to make it 2 hours because I'm starting to get really nauseous. I might have to go off camera here in a minute for a little bit.
Okay. That's all right. I'll talk to the audience.
But yeah, pixies. I love how Disney interpreted them as like they're these cute creatures that we do only have an hour today. Okay, cool.
Okay. She says, "Give me
What
a minute. Let's go ahead and go to the commercial break, Ty, and then when we get back, we should be ready with our other
what was I saying
co-host.
about
And
Disney though?
what's that?
Said what was I just saying about Disney?
About how they made. I'm sorry. I'm
Oh,
cutting you off, ain't I? I'm so sorry.
my mind is all over the place. Yeah, no. I like Tinkerbell and all the fucking little fairies. Her fairy friends. I just love it how they made it so
Cartoony.
I wouldn't put it as cartoony. Acceptable. They made it more acceptable. They didn't make them out to be the scary creatures that they really are.
Oh, there's so many children's stories that they started out as really terribly scary
I mean,
stories and myths
because
and stuff that
technically the lore on the Tooth Fairy is it's a fae that's covered in teeth. Please tell me how that's not terrifying.
I didn't know the tooth fairy was supposed to be covered in teeth. That's a new one
Yeah,
to me.
it's supposed to be a fae that has some weird obsession with teeth. And they're covered in teeth. And
That's
it's just
amazing.
not one. It's like a whole species itself. So I don't know.
You're gonna have me having nightmares about tooth fairies coming to get me now.
Man, do you not remember the movie about that horror movie about the fucking Tooth Fairy?
I do. I know exactly what you're talking about.
That movie terrified me. But like, I mean, I guess that could be. Oh, hang on, we have someone sitting backstage.
Okay.
Way, dude.
Oh, she's not even there.
Oh my god.
Okay. Are we gonna do our commercial break right now or no?
Yeah, we'll do our commercial real quick. We'll be
Okay,
back.
we'll be back
Short.
after these something from our sponsors. What do you think, Jordy? Is it going good so far? Not as good as
Happy days, innocent minutes.
It's the podcast you love and trust. I'm talking about hype as fuck. Spark it up, get you blunt. Let's get blazed because we chillin' with happy days.
Keep it creepy with Let's Talk Ghosts with Sunray.
Shout out to Happy Days Entertainment.
for rocking with me for my B-Day and this dope ass interview. I got Ace Bone Tune with me. I got Big OG Legs. I got Godson in the cut. You know what I mean? Be on the lookout for all these guys plus myself. Next year it's gonna be the year of the real nigga, the year of the real music, the year of the real rhymes, the real raps. We getting back to the basics of this shit. No more of that microwave shit. No more of that. We bring the real to you right here. Go stream the album, What You Value, and you will see exactly what I'm talking about.
But like, why not support them instead of the same shit you've been listening to? There's some really talented people on this like platform altogether. And
Yo, what up, family? It's your boy Jay Lou. I'm an artist from the RGB 956 area. I'm also a content creator and design unique cover art for all types of music. Real quick, I want to give a big shout out to the Happy Days Entertainment, the podcast that been putting artists, content creators, and beat makers on the map worldwide. Much love to y'all for supporting the culture, giving creators a platform to shine. If you haven't yet tapped in with the Happy Days Entertainment, you're really missing out right now, family. Go ahead and tap in, log in now, and show some love to the ones who are making moves for the community and keeping the dream alive. Much love from your boy J. Lou. Go ahead and tap in.
What's good, y'all? This is rapper, Great Town Assassin, and Lost Tribe Savage XO Reckless, and I'm fucking with Happy Days Entertainment, and that's what's up.
This is Sabretooth. Big shout out to Happy Days Entertainment, Hype as Fuck, and Let's Talk Ghosts. Tune in to all those shows.
What up, y'all? In case you didn't know, I'm Mad Wack Jackson, and I am also part of a group called Coexist that is about to drop their first album this January 1st. But I have hard copy CDs for sale right now. $25. Hit me up. Comes with an extra bonus track you won't get on streaming platforms. And for an extra $5, you'll get a digital download right now. Hit me up. Coexist Within the Flames. Happy Days Entertainment. Mad Wack out.
What's up, man? I just want to give a huge shout out to Happy Days Entertainment. Hey, heavy on the days, though. But yeah, I'm going to give a huge shout out, man. They doing their thing. They promoting artists and musicians, and they get you networking within the network circuit. So get with my people, man. Happy Days Entertainment.
What up? It's your boy, the Jack of Hearts from Royal Butcher Music, letting you know that you're tuned in to Happy Days Entertainment. Whether you're an artist, a musician, content creator, or just somebody looking for something entertaining to watch, you're in the right place, so stay tuned.
Let's network. Get with them. Happy Days Entertainment.
What's up, guys? It's AcidXHappy here, owner of Happy Days Entertainment, and I just wanted to remind you to send your music to the Gmail that is right below me, or you can fill out the application that is on our Facebook page and get yourself scheduled for an interview on Happy Days Entertainment on our podcast. And don't forget to check out Hype as Fuck, Let's Talk Ghosts, and Beyond the Veil.
Yo, it's your boy Ace Bone Tune. Make sure y'all tap in live December 14th. I'm finna be on Happy Days podcast, man. We finna turn it up.
Yo, what's up? This is Skylar Pendergast at Leaders Radio. Shout out to Happy Days Entertainment.
What's up? This is Rick Tone. Just wanted to give a shout out to Happy Days Entertainment for keeping the underground alive, running an awesome platform with a bunch of awesome artists, great podcast, and everything else y'all do. It's appreciated. Y'all play my music and just keep that underground alive. Do what y'all do.
And we're back. Let's see if
and we're back, guys. We're talking today about fairies, pixies, and Sprite, the Fae.
I take her off and she puts herself back on.
Okay, I was wondering what was happening there. Anyways, to all our viewers out there, if you're just tuning in, we're talking about pixies, sprites, fairies, otherwise known as the Fae. Tune in, tell us if you've seen any kind of strange activity, any June bugs, any lightning bugs, any dragonflies or butterflies that just look a little too suspicious. You know, tune in, let us know what you think.
So
We're
right
talking
before,
about fairies today.
like literally right before I hit that commercial button, Kyle had put in the comments, in the original story, Cinderella's sisters cut out their toes and heels to fit the shoes. Disney waters down. Disney waters everything down. I don't think they are teaching children to be good. I believe Disney is evil as such. They they are making sure they have less competition in the future. And the Tooth Fairy movie is Darkness Falls. That's what it's called. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that tonight. And then I'm gonna scare the fuck out of myself and I'm not gonna sleep.
Am I gonna have to stay up with you on FaceTime all night, Tyler?
No.
Watch you sleep.
We all know the drill. Once you watch a scary movie that scares you, you turn on like a kids' TV show or something that's not scary at all to get your mind off of it.
You'll be having dreams that are like a mix of both movies.
I don't know, man. I've been having a lot of wild dreams lately. I ain't even gonna lie. But we do have one more video for unless I played this one, I don't remember. No, I played the other two, not this one.
Getting to know the Fae. Today we're going to talk about pixies. Pixies are very well known through southwestern England, but they can be found in any kind of wooded or garden type area. They like to frequent patches of flowers. Now this is a kind that if you want to work with fairies, it would be a good option, as they genuinely enjoy interacting with humans. The problem is they don't understand human desperation, human pain, etc., because they don't have the same kind of emotional scale and morality scale that humans have. So they have been known to play tricks and pranks that humans don't necessarily enjoy. They're very playful, but at the same time they're very mischievous creatures. Like your brownies, they also will steal and move things around. Generally, if you give them an offering that they enjoy, they'll give your stuff back. Maybe. Sometimes they won't. They like to pick a particular area to call home, but if their homes get destroyed, they do become quite traumatized and they will go into hiding. If you want to attract them to your home and to your yard, things like fairy gardens and fairy houses, these are the kind of fae that you would use those for, because they adore them, most especially a garden with colorful flowers to play around in and lay around in. They're going to be one of your more humanoid-esque fae, but they are very tiny. In general, I wouldn't consider a pixie to be malicious, but I would call them mischievous. Getting to know the fae. Today we're going to talk about pixies.
Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha. Makes me want to plant flowers. And build a fairy garden.
Oh, I'm a huge SCP fan too, Kyle.
Me too, Kyle. I read that while we were watching the video.
I actually stream a game I play called SCP 5K, which is a horror survival game where you gotta escape the SCP facility while all of the contained anomalies are no longer contained in running around the facility. Quite interesting game. Would you consider dwarves fae?
I don't know.
I want to say it's the Detroit dwarf that is an American occurrence. I mean, in a way, I guess they could be considered a type of fae because dwarves do possess magical powers. I guess you would say like the legends about dwarves and like especially like in the Norse paganism, they forged armor, unbreakable armor, and whatnot for the gods. So I guess in a way, there's if the lore is correct, they could be considered fae. Do hippies get? What do you mean by do hippies get a free pass from the fae?
I don't think so at all. I think they're heavily intertwined with the Fae. I know lots of hippies that are way into fairies and the fairy folklore. And I know out at Wisteria, at the place that I used to go where they have hippie gatherings and whatnot, there was a big fairy shrine there and stuff. So
What if hippies are phase familiars? I was trying to think of
ooh,
the
ooh,
term used for it.
that's a good question. What if they may be? Let's get some hippies in the chat.
But like, because you said you believe that they're intertwined. I've heard that theory before.
Oh, they absolutely are. That's not a theory. If you've
So,
ever been to any big hippie gatherings and stuff,
what
it's a,
what if hippies are just the familiars for the fae?
could very well be. Could very well be.
Hippies respect
Yeah,
nature more than
yeah,
most humans, so yeah, they could be familiars as well. Could see it.
very much.
Yeah, if you put it in that perspective, yeah, I really 100% plausible think that a hippie is a phase familiar. Uh, Due to the fact that, like he said, they respect nature. Fays are basically these mythical creatures of nature. So,
Right.
bro, no, Acid, we're not going there. We're not going there.
What'd she say?
She said, what if hippies are the Fae?
Some of them think they are, but I think maybe it's because they
We're not going there
had
because
one too many breakfasts, like our friend Tyler did today.
um mostly due to the fact that it wouldn't be feasibly be possible for hippies to be fae because fae are these little tiny creatures, not actual human sized
But
things.
what about like the guy said on the video about how the people and the fairies and stuff, and you heard the guy.
That's what she just said. The crossbreeds. I
But
still
dang,
don't see it. I still don't see it. I see it more as hippies are the face familiars more than uh, they are the Fae themselves. Yeah. it, I don't know. Because then the crossbreeds would mean that witches and wizards are real. Because technically, it would just be a crossbreed of a fae and a human.
Witches and wizards are definitely real. What's that have to do with fairies?
No, I mean like legitimately Harry Potter style shit, dog. You have a wand, you fucking cast a spell, and you make a fucking feather float.
How do you know there's not people out there like that? We're going to get a couple on the show and interview them.
I mean, anything is feasibly plausible, but at that point, then that means they can defy the laws of physics. I don't know what I had for breakfast makes me think too much, so we're not gonna. I don't want to go too off topic, but I mean it's not, but it is. I don't.
Say what you need to say, Ty. We got 15 minutes left.
I don't know.
How do you feel? What are you thinking? Let's hear it.
How do I feel? What am I thinking?
Yeah.
I have so many mixed emotions about this. Like I really don't truly know how to feel. I'm perplexed at this point.
If a fae could deal with a human, what's that say, Tyler?
I wonder if Faye could make a deal with a human and control them to a degree, like the idea of them being familiars but possessed by choice. I mean, technically, yes, that's what a familiar is someone who wants to be in that position, but they kind of technically can't. But the control thing, I don't know. I mean, I don't see why they couldn't, though. I mean, if they can make physically, I'm flipping this exact moment for a commercial. Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, they can physically make physical things like bread go bad and milk to spoil. So if they can alter that kind of stuff, who's to say that they wouldn't be able to control a human?
Right.
That's a big what if, though.
Sure is.
I'm kind of scared to know what moment just got clipped.
What moment just got clipped? What do you mean?
Acid said, "I'm clipping this exact moment for a commercial." And her name isn't even Acid, it's A Cud.
I can't see any of her comments on my screen.
It's in the private chat because she's still in here with us. She's not throwing them in the actual comments. Oh, now she had to go and fix it. Are they known to manipulate animals? Yeah, I mean we're just a complex marsupial, basically. No, I know we're not marsupial. What the fuck am I saying?
I love you. We're just a complex marsupial, he says. We sure are. We sure are.
So we don't have a fucking pocket to carry our fucking babies in.
Oh my
If you wanted
god.
a moment to clip for a commercial, that was it right fucking there. Jesus Christ. Oh no.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised we don't have more people in the comments. I shared this out pretty good beforehand. I wish my sissy
Oh.
would get in here and talk about fairies with us. She loves shit like that.
I'm not sure if they're known to manipulate animals. The description is fucked up, huh? I don't know what you're talking about, Acid. Loving this crap, y'all are hilarious.
Thank you, Kyle. We try. We try.
I appreciate that.
We keep it happy around here. This is Happy Days. Next week's
Okay.
topic. What's next week's topic? What are we talking about next week?
Alien. No, I'm just playing. Skinwalker Ranch.
Is that our
Yes.
Skinwalker Ranch, folks? That's what's up for next week's episode. We're gonna be we're gonna study more. We'll have more to say on the topic.
Well, on that show, we're also going to have a special guest.
Ooh. Can we say who our special guest is gonna be?
Not yet. It's going to be a
Okay.
surprise for everyone.
And we're gonna have a surprise guest. That's amazing. I love surprises.
Yeah.
You think
That one must be intended for you, because that would be weird if she called me that.
I can't read the chat. I don't know how to read the
She
behind the
said no
scenes
no
chat.
no spilling. Okay, I won't. I'll let you tell them after the show.
Okay.
I'm not allowed to spill the beans. Sorry.
All right.
She's not gonna let me.
Okay. Yep. And so, you know, like I said, I think that they're very real. I think that they're real, like just like Bigfoot, and in the way that they phase in and out of this third dimension. Oh yeah, and that brought me to my last question that I didn't ask for some reason. Do you think that fairies and pixies and sprites and whatnot like Christmas and all the Christmassy lights and decorations?
I would say there's probably a specific type of fae that does. That like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if all fae like shiny things. But if they did, wouldn't more Christmas lights and decorations go up missing if they liked them?
I don't know. Maybe they like them so much that they don't want to take them away because they know they're going to go up again every year. If I had a fairy friend or a pixie friend, I would have it put the star up on top of my tree and spend with me for Christmas. And
So,
we would.
Kyle, I didn't get to discuss that. I'm going to take a quick second to discuss this. My concept of that is pretty similar to what your father's is. I believe that the our religions, the gods we pray to are aliens, basically. Um, and each religion is basically praying to a different alien race. But at the same time, I also believe, every religion is connected into one and we're praying to the same God. So I have two theories that contradict each other. I don't know which one to believe more. Because I mean, honestly, some of the stuff I've read in the Bible, it kind of tells a story of it being some like alien shit. I think they wouldn't like Christmas. Too much trash, electronic stuff for them to enjoy. So much destruction of nature for humans to have one day. Some people still cut their trees. Yeah,
Good insight. Good insight.
it is. I didn't think of it from that perspective. And that's why we love having you guys in chat. It- we love hearing your guys' perspectives.
That's right. If it weren't for the viewers, we wouldn't have a show. That being said, make
At
sure you
all.
always share this out, like, follow, and subscribe, and all that. And yeah, catch every episode. Be in the comments. Tell us how you feel.
Well, you want to start giving shout outs because we've got 4 minutes, 3.5 minutes.
Yeah, I definitely want to give a big shout out to Kyle Toe with all the good comments and feedback he had today. That was amazing. I want to thank Heaven for starting this whole gangster stuff and sharing out the live and all that. I want to thank Sunray. I saw her in the comments earlier. I'm sure she shared it out. And uh, just
I'm
all of
pretty
our
sure
watchers.
that she's still here. She's just not said nothing.
Okay.
Just watching in the background.
But yeah, big shout outs to all our watchers, all our fans, all of our future fans.
Without you guys, none of this would have any sense for us to do.
That's
Honestly.
right. That's right.
Big shout out, Happy Days.
Big shout out, Happy Days. Big shout out, Hype AF. Big shout out, uh, uh, Underground Free Promotions. Big shout out, Music and Selfies. Big shout out, Royal Butcher Music Group. Those are both my groups, my music sharing groups. If you make music or like underground music, please join those groups, share them out. What'd she say? I got y'all on my.
Got y'all on my big screen, LOL.
Heck yeah. I bet my nose
Kyle
looks
said
huge on that thing.
it's towel. Like how? Towel.
Tau, okay.
Not toe or toe on that note.
My bad, brother. You'll have to forgive me. I went to public school.
Honestly, everyone always pronounced my last name wrong. It's Shram, but the way it's spelled, everyone thought it was Scram.
I always pronounce it
I meant
Shram.
Howie. Oh, Towie. So it's Kyle Towie. It's like Howie.
Okay. All right. Once again, you'll have to forgive me, Kyle. I went to public school.
Man, public schools butchered the fuck out of my name.
Oh, I think that about concludes us for this episode. We hope you really enjoyed talking fairies, fae, pixies, sprites, all that with us. Next week we're going to be talking about Skinwalker Ranch, and I think it's going to be a good episode. We're going to do lots of homework on it, so we have good things to say to you, the viewers, about what we think about it.
Well, we really appreciate you, Kyle, for being here today. And I believe he was here for the aliens episode, and he was really into that one too. I think I just think he's a loyal fan to the Beyond the Veil. He likes talking the whimsical nonsense
I am
of
into the
today's day
whimsy
and
and the
age,
nonsense.
but it makes perfectly sense to all of us here.
Yep.
All right, y'all.
Whimsy and nonsense are my middle names. Go ahead.
With that being said, y'all, we'll catch you guys back here next Friday at 5:15 p.m. for Beyond the Veil. Peace.